Well, alright guys, so welcome back to Gaming Today. If you guys are big soccer fans or football fans, depending on where in the world you are, you know the damn game you kick a ball with your foot, and you get the idea. PES or Pro Evolution Soccer has been around for quite a while, and now it's actually been rebranded as eFootball, or Evolution Football. I think you get the idea. Anyways guys, this is their first year basically under this new name. But some of you guys might be asking, how is the new PES game for 2022? Well, guys, it's got a lot of issues. It came out the gate very, very broken. But there's also some good to be had. We're going to talk about a little bit of everything in this video, so hopefully you guys do enjoy, and if you do, make sure to like, comment, subscribe. But enough of all that, let's get right into it. Kicking off with the good about PES 2022. Well, the game actually looks pretty darn well. I mean, the graphics are not amazing, but they are pretty good. And on top of that, the actual gameplay, the cameras and all that you have to choose from in the game are amazing, probably some of the best we've ever seen. They have so many different camera options, so if you like to play your soccer games or PES games in a specific way, you can do it. The interface of the game is also very good. Simple and very flowy and kind of has an arcade feel to it, but it's also very modern, and I like that. But that's enough about the boring. What about the gameplay? Well, gameplay is actually better now than it has ever been in a PES game before, in some ways. The actual controls have gotten improvements in every direction. And honestly, guys, it's so much easier to basically steal the ball, it's easier to shoot, it's easier to do a lot of things in PES games that are normally a little bit of a struggle, even for me. But some of you guys who are hardcore PES fans are already mastered that system now. There's more footwork involved, there's more things, there's even a control command list, which is actually pretty cool. It's almost like an arcade game at that point, like an arcade fighting game. If you think about it, you have a move list in a game of soccer. It's awesome though. The game also teaches you everything in the game you need to know from the game itself. You no longer need to go to a tutorial video, there's no need for looking things up online, it's all based in the game. Never taking yourself out of the game is a great thing. And so overall, the gameplay of PES 2022 is pretty darn good. I mean, it feels fun, that's the important part. It's free to play and it's fun. Free to play in some sense, however, there are some paid things to the game. They have to make money, you know it. Anyways guys, let's get into some of the bad though. Texture pop-in is horrible at launch, horrible. I mean, all the time there is texture popping in all the cutscenes. Every cutscene is edited very, very fast. So like, for instance, if you watch this scene, it's like half a 2 seconds cut, and you see the texture popping at the very end. It's kind of frustrating. It's a weird thing to see in a video game in basically 2022, and even the most average of player will notice it without having to look for it. You won't have to pixel peep, you won't have to be a reviewer to notice these things. They're constantly on in the game. The editing choices from camera angle to camera angle, stuff like that, and even the replay mode is completely broken at launch. Now, I know that PES is very aware of some of these glitches and issues. They're saying they're going to fix some of them, but there's so many to this game, it's actually very hard to go through and fix at launch. I know it will be. It's going to be very difficult for them to actually fix this game the next month or two. But don't let that hold you off from playing PES 2022, it's still a great game. The only thing I have to admit is there's no weather system in the game of basically PES right now. It's weird, you can't have a rainy day, you can't have a winter day. I mean, you could have winter, but you can't have snow or anything. So what is winter without snow? Some of you guys in Australia are like, we never get snow. Sorry my Aussie fans, but that sucks to be you. But yeah guys, taking a step back and talking about the actual visuals, the characters look more alive than ever in some ways, but the eyes look so dead. I don't know how to explain it, but the eyes of these characters are borderline creepy. And this is a totally new issue for the PES games. Normally I say the visuals are very good and there's nothing wrong with the eyes, but today there is. I don't know what's wrong with it, but they should fix it. It's creepy. Anyways guys, one other thing is the animations don't play properly. If you commit a foul, a yellow card, a red card, or whatever in this game, sometimes you won't get the animation for the red card or yellow card. You hear the whistle, but nothing else happens. It's super frustrating. It takes you out of the game. You're like, wait, where's the foul? You just get the ball and you skip everything in between. Your character either gets taken out of the game, etc. It's really weird.
Oh, goddamn! Oh, son of a bitch! Oh my God.
We want to see people get kicked in the balls or in the head. It's funny. Another common issue is basically when the ball goes out of bounds. The characters from the stands are supposed to throw the ball back to the player, and it kind of does, but the ball disappears and actually freezes the game for a couple seconds, like where the AI doesn't know where the ball is and then it just basically reappears. It's very strange. They need to fix that quite a bit. The audience also has some glitches too, where the audience disappears and comes back, reappears. And then there's times where the AI literally runs into the audience and like runs into the wall, the invisible wall we really can't see in the game, and tries to like go into the audience, but it can't, and it's really weird. It'll throw you off. It's usually when they're doing some sort of cheer after a goal, and then the AI kind of like fixes itself and then goes back to where the rest of the team is. It's pretty funny, but it is these kind of glitches that actually ruin the experience for a new player to the game. If you've never played PES before, if you're not a devoted fan to PES, this might take you out of the experience. But hey, if you don't like FIFA and you don't feel like spending money up front, this is a great way to get into a soccer game. So hey, why not? With COVID going on, this is a great opportunity to have some fun with your friends. If you like soccer or football, this is the time to do it. Anyways guys, that's all I have to say about this game. Pretty good game. Hopefully they get an update. If they do, maybe I'll make another video talking about it. Until then guys, it's been Gamer Today.